Ghana first, KK, Ghana be ye. New Ghana, new leader, arise. The youth of Ghana, arise. Let's fight for the future of our country, Ghana. From bad leadership, enough is enough. Ghana obey ye. Kofi Kwanti Nadaruma, Ghana obey ye. Emre Nedru, say Ghana be ye. Mripanadru Sagana be ye woni da so keke mu keke ba ya magana ye oh Mripanadru Sagana be ye woni da so keke mu keke ba ya magana ye oh Mripanadru Sagana be Ghana has gold, bauxite, diamond, cocoa, timber, oil. Indeed, Ghana is really endowed with a lot of natural resources. Ghana has all it takes to be rich, super developed country. But yet still, we are retrogression.
Things made it.
Ghana meburu nyinasi, keke yomu jidiepa, ubetumi aye. I'm a Ghana yet to say you. Ya wareshemo uze. Keke ba ya magana yo. I'm ripping a dream. Sa Ghana be. Ghana for your say. We need a new leader. New Ghana, new leader. Courageous and visionary leader. Ya we Yanya obiati sakekeo Ao Kofi Kwanti Obebuwa magana yeye One Ghana, one people Ghana menyi na yeye bako Enfa wani kasa hudro Aye kika wo maimo Yanka ya ubam tisabrayo Yebre yediema o magano Ao Mripanadru Sagana
Ready way I go buy the thing or as I come back again they say the price increase. Actually they no kui. Baby I did one fan 2 year free talk. I'm gonna carry on I'm going baby. Yo. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, near Bri and dear bro, this no be time for games or mana pro. Internet in the so dark complaints. Common stability, yet me fight it today. Yeah, pray balance. Yeah, president, I join your planes. No be 140 be the bribe and corruption. But this be the time for use one assumption. Me I stand for peace, development of the nation. Me entertain interests and liars for the nation. The resources utilized, price for compromise. My year be one come then you back go die. Economy now you weak, impend your funds while you foot to fly. Parliamentarians a ceremony for energize. From Teho, time no be yours. It's here one more tico. Mobile another form and a year for people. Ya can ever mobile. What the beer yet monko Miss Mama Sunto. I drink to the beer at the set for the right move. Set for the right move. You were your code for your box side. What the hell did we do? What the hell did we do? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But drinking now your blue juice. Drinking now your blue juice. But over me so you know that. It's Ghana we need change. Ya Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. Ye penny ye padia aya Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. Dollar na go high with the suffer ye Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. On my neighbor here with no stress. Ye pe Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting.
Yeah, you'll be a hospital. Yeah, you'll be a schools. Yeah, you'll be a bridges. Yeah, you'll be a bank. 2024 January election. Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. The popular choice of the third force. Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. Oh my Ghana, Bayedo. Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. MPP NDC away. Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. 2024 January election. Kofi Kranting, the man with the vision. Or dream of running, Kokrane Miriwa. He's the right man for the nation. He they bring us national development plan. Ghana fair wabro Jenya, then go run. Come back home just to settle down. Cause Ghana Bayede will be ever done in mine. Every single town will be a Benyani show. Yehoba Toya, you'll be any other show. Kofi Kranting is capable of doing this thing. So what the back make you all go. 2024 January election. Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting. The popular choice of the third force. Kofi Kranting. voice of the third force. Kofi Quantin, Kofi Quantin. Oh my Ghana, Bayedo. Kofi Quantin, Kofi Quantin. MPP NDC away. Kofi Quantin, NDC away.
Chirim achene na ekasa yi efitete chirim achene ana asafo chene keka ne ho pa na oko ana asem kesi biesi bere na dio Ghana mrantere maba abanko abangba mumu bebre nya adwuma nye mu yase esiniti ase munni insano dwuma biara munya sika mwa moyirenom mukurunum mumma ene mawofo bere no adu se mumma mohomere so ka mohubom so abrante nim defo bi asen ma odinkunim afe mpema bien ne aduna nan abato no mu abrante no ne Kofi Kuranten ana okoja aman Kofi Kuranten ofi ni siku ase wo nkran otua ase wo London ne New York America mfipi oja abodin wo mfiridwuma ne sikasemu wesi nkete krache se ode osianhu a onyan no bebu Ghana man ne titiri umrante ne maba Kofi Kuranten wo Ghana man ho dopa osi esese Ghana kanyan ne ho di nani kire baabi a omanfo behu se nsakrai papa mu no wo Kofi Kuranten aban de kwadwuma soronko besakra omani ama mrante ne maba enya nyuma kesi mu kwan atemponga asese esese aban nsiesie no na Kofi Kuranten si na asemhia pa osi esese yesakra mra yedibu oman no bi ode nhihye pa begu fam ne Ghana beye dededede mu a muwo abefo mfiri mumo okoje aman Kofi Kuranten din se obetu sikawia ne katasehye kurakura okoje aman Kofi Kuranten serenkwa ne akwanhusan me Ghana manyina.
I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers. And I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Ichichia, Ubia, Namo today. Listen, Kofi granting me. Now we find it absolutely necessary. Says a sieba, yenmo bedin komo, because yenmo by yenmo kasaya chekaka. But Bibia Erekoso Ghana, no munim say, we're in a crisis. Listen, just you can't even think about it. Because or how pioneer. But we thought we'll reach out, give Marco for a chance to ask questions. As a nation, as youth, for the most part, because the BIA by come, can say, listen, youth, now you have to wake up. You have to, at this point, that listen, everything that needs to be said now have been said. If the youth of Ghana move feel the need, says it said more sorry, now more organized, not more shy. I don't know what else is going to take the youth of Ghana to rise up, because never possible day. Then a young topic ne tino them they chop Nyafo Nyafo. Just say say it's not by accident. This is a planner. What they have to what do yesika, and you have to be concerned because they will future when our baby chia says come. The BIA bani say listen, MPP and NDC for criminal cartels are na mumu bi no montia say. It's so sad to say mumu youth ne bi na one mama musika na your mouth platform near kasa na more start. Oh my gosh, na more start na more a binom in disagreement with Nyayekano. Mary sets, Mary settings, Effie. Said that would be airing to me and Fred now undisturbed in the area until in film. Okay, good. To say Paul Biar to me. Oh, wait a minute. I took it out. Okay, maybe I reused my phone, my computer, Wi-Fi. But listen, we are in critical times. Na, as I said, na tiase. Situation is really bad. Okay. Hello, Dachine. Send a nipe disika left and right. And Nayer in Chewaha. We want to get to it and see, say, how are we going to get the youth to get it? Because painful say, yeah, to me, yet necessary, now, get the youth into understanding how serious the state of Ghana is. I think a lot of us we wouldn't have done justice, and it will be upon us. I just want a conversation. Say, how do we get this message to the youth? How serious is it? But to do that, so we have a few slides we're going to go through, and we're going to get straight to it. Not what we're talking about. So I'm saying, let's see if we're gonna do this. I'm gonna talk over it. But okay, what friend then CC we'll see. Oh man. Colossal amount of 357.9 million was spent on banking supervision. Banking supervision. I mean, seriously. While other expenses constituted a huge, 357 million cedis. How do you spend that on banking supervision? Now, let me tell you how garbage that is. That is so, it's just, oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, if you work for the bank, okay, part of your responsibility as for oversight and I say with your supervision. Every financial institution, yeah, or auditors will perform one responsibility, say, what your oversight, due diligence. Well, say what by
me in a financial services every year, yeah. Actually, yeah, what friends say, no call audit, no call, no, you don't get any warnings. An auditor just walks in and demands, say, move books, no, I review books, no, I say we are compliant. And see, you can have a no service audit or you can have a scheduled audit. Into a part of idea, as I say, boy. So, and if people are paid to do this because it's part of their how much they get paid at, why is it that we have to incur an extra 357, almost 358 million CDs just to do what you pay to do anyway? Because it's part of who mandate as a job. What do I say? Why is this happening? Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so BOG net. If you saw the show on Angel FM, minute Honorable Fatima Kushia Ohono, her reasoning was said, what can I say, BOG's friend and spending a year because they transfer monies to institutions and to banks all over the country. So I want you to think about this. Ghana, 34 million people. You transfer Sika to banks. Imagine the bill that would come up in America if they did the same thing. And this was a practice by institutions. And that just goes to tell you, say, this is not a practice by institutions. Say, so what is Sika bullying? No, what they call bank to bank from the central. No, that never happens. Why they say Sika bia egu bank, say bia okay, say region in Ghana and the Bay region, into central region, no woni sika. Into sika ewo banks for central region, no. It goes from the institutions, financial institutions, to services and businesses. And then the businesses would transact with the money and deposit it back into the banking system. And then the banks will lend it out to businesses, they transact business, sound way in the name. The only business that's taken, the only money's notes that's taken out of circulation is mutilated bills. So mutilated bills are not counterfeit. That's how it works. But you cannot tell me, say, transporting monies to all the banks and financial institutions around the country by bullion fund and its security now cost 90. That's ridiculous. It never happens. It never happens. Because if it happened now, sophisticated financial services around the world will incur some ridiculous amount. Because you can imagine, I mean, on one avenue in New York, they have maybe 50 banks. Can you imagine, say, Federal Reserve, Federal Bank, they seek up? Oh, come on. That's how it's done. It's a lie. Okay, it's a lie. They are lying. It's not true. Never true. Say a financial institution receives bills from the central. Now, on top of that, one I must say digitization. I don't use electronic money. If banks are conducting business and businesses are conducting business, mona musi makomonim, my digitization. I don't yet transactions with electronic money. Then we save the hassle of having to go to banks to give money. It's a lie. They are lying to us, okay? And they think you will accept the lie. And this is why I'm coming here to tell you it's a lie. Bank of Ghana's recklessness and mismanagement, a whopping 131 million cedis was spent on motor vehicle maintenance and running in, oh my gosh. It's so upsetting. I don't even know how to talk about it. Now look at this. A whopping 131 million cedis is spent on motor vehicle maintenance. Really? Then what fleet of cars do they have? What fleet of cars? First of all, who caused this problem? Well, it's because the banking systems and the financial systems in Ghana, period, you need mass transit. I don't need any mass transit. All the billions of Sika Yidi every year, no, I don't need mass transit. Into executives will take the explanation is executives no wakoye due diligence ne Oh my gosh, Inti executives traveler, as I said, what the VA to call. Your mass transit time or better train in New York or any other country in America or in Singapore, normally Shanghai, normally China, normally they use mass transit. Obia Oko, it's actually more convenient, it's quicker to use mass transit. I don't need any mass transit. Not to say you create $131 million, which every year, this is going to happen. This is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Say what they $131 million. BOG engaging in illegal and criminal financing of government printing of money to the tune of 77 billion cedis. Nti would be sikana no print be would be sikana no print be. How do you justify 77 billion cedis as part of the domestic debt exchange program? Government has given the BOG a crude haircut of 48 billion cedis. That is half of the government circulation. It's more than half this money's in circulation of a haircut. How did you get there? How it? I actually I made the one. See this. This is treasonous. This is incredibly treasonous because this is almost like the government of a country just robbing the country in a way that I don't even have the words for it. It's only in Ghana that you could do this and get away with it because this is treasonous. Okay, the whole country should be shut down for an investigation. The whole country, because this can never happen in any. Forget about it. I mean, even in a banana republic, how do you do this? How do you spend 70? How do? And then you come back and you say, "Oh, there's inflation." Well, because you got too much money in circulation. First of all, the four factors that will always control the mechanics of your microeconomics. We have high debt, okay, high inflation. And the reason why we have high debt, high inflation is because we don't produce anything. Everything is imported. So you don't control prices in the domestic market. You don't, because it's somebody else is bringing it in. So they are will to charge whatever they want with it. So how are you going to be able to control? In your attempt to affect inflation, you put more money or you take more money out. But you can't do that so well because you don't control demand because you don't control the factors of the microeconomics. We don't produce anything, so we ship very little. We export very little. Most of the thing, 80% of our exports are in cocoa, gold, and oil, of which we get a fraction of that money back. Most 80% plus of that money goes to the people who we have signed off the Ghana to. So in every way you look at it, it just doesn't make sense, and it's painful to watch young, brilliant Ghanaians sit and watch this happen. They talk about foreign and domestic travels. Neposte. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. 97 million cities. Foreign and domestic travels. Here foreign, mukoye. We are Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana, more primary objective in the more mandate to focus in Ghana. Until mutu pankoye denwa bruchi. I mean, seriously, mutu pan, more mandate in Ghana, they won't see a bruchi mukono. Then na mutu incur 74 million cities of travel in a 12-month period. How do you do that? It's almost as if the whole Bank of Ghana, because even if they did that, prayer won't justify 74 million, 97 million cities of debt. Motor vehicle maintenance and running, let's just say fuel cost. How do you put maintenance and fuel running together? Running from the day you buy a car, running is an expense. So you can't mix running cost with maintenance cost because maintenance costs don't happen the moment you get a car, except for oil change, routine. How do you put those two together in an accounting or friendly? It's an unacceptable accounting practice. Banking supervision expenses, and I make 357 million. Banking supervision. I am waiting, mom, where that. I am waiting, mom, where that. I say, what the teacher say? Me a class 3 teacher. Na class 3 teacher no, me meduma. Class 4 teacher yare wa meduma. Na head teacher aba be ka chim si kufi. When you class 3 teacher no, class 4 teacher yare wa meduma ti koi chere won ade. Me ko chere won ade ma ye a voucher say chere me ko chere class 4 ade no because enye me regular line of a year me chere nti no. A school no a bill. That's what they're doing. Banking supervision expenses should be part of the mandate of the employees who are responsible for any offense, risk management, right? They should be enterprise risk management. Enterprise risk management should be part of the mandate of the employees responsible for risk management in every financial institution. So you don't charge that as if say one high consultants from outside. No, what do one ba? Inti na one year more bank hono. Then would you on kafo? I mean, think about it. What do they get paid for? Because sikana, as I say, it seems as if some high consultants from the outside. Directors, remuneration. Directors remuneration, yeah, 8.5. Oh my gosh. Just say sika uchia no, yeah, one base allowance. Bonuses beyond communication expenses. Communication of them. I mean, these guys are unbelievable. 32 million cities. Many 32 million cities. That is almost 2.5, 2.6 million cities a month on communication. Then will communicate. Dana, just think about it. Communication via electronic. Inti mo party say data and kwana costed mo 32 million nana. But this again raises a problem. Say, nature data costing problem. Aden na ye a sovereign nation. We supposed to own Vodafone because only PNT. Okay, can no friends say post and telecommunication. Nti PNT na yɛde ama Vodafone ɛno na yɛretua 32 million wɔ ho yana. So what was the point of that transaction? Maybe we need to reverse that transaction and take our PNT back, our telecommunications back, and develop it for ourselves because we have ownership with Vodafone and pay 32 million cedis for communicating. What are you emails won't charge it? We are one email, 20 emails, so they're not going to call because a subscription, which year, 1 month fee. Incident one happened $32 million, 32 million cities. Computer related expenses. Computer related expenses, yeah. 67 million. Hey, Ghana. Computer related expenses. It's almost as if every day be a woman to say Adia Mifi, MacBook Pro. Whatever my employee be, even if you gave MacBook Pros to employees every day, grandpa, it would not be 67 million cities. How? How many computer related expenses? Then the computer related expenses. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. I'm telling you. So Akufo-Addo signed off on all of this because he knows. On any Baumiana, opposite will be president. So so I'm maybe Ghana for president. Pa. And This has been a criminal quadrant of, I mean, Kufuado, Baumia, Ken, and Dr. Addison. This is totally unacceptable. And youth, monhwɛ, and because this has gone to a point, because it's just monhwɛ. The Bank of Ghana as an institution, young equity now was a minus 55 billion cedis. Young losses is 60 billion cedis, $6 billion, right? $6 billion. How do you get a $6 billion loss from a bank that's supposed to make money? Yeah, can't go say, oh, well, Swiss Bank and so any banks around the world and so came in with losses. Go and take a look at one quality of life. Go and look at their quality of life. Now I say, when you got a fee and tontom nipa, when you potholes, one hospitals who corner area, one mile bed. So what in Tamakata, one must clean sheets, clean pillows, what the Katao, one mile drips. What one could do hospital, no one can see. Catch a webbush from one fat. Catch a webbush from one fat. What's up, Paul? There was some in 50 bro. Hospital at Sunny now. In Tama, what the shell sell basic soap for hospital. Ghana, hospital. They say, what crowd will be your phone? What in Tama, Brona, the sell passo. It's such a disgraceful. Hey! Because ministers, parliamentarians, area, one poor hospitals are men or area airport. So, one would to come to Dubai, London, America, for someone who are. What's the justification? Say, Yafa won't say, one may you my one won't be first class there. Nayende won't treat you to say, yeah, third class citizens are, yeah, mammy, and papa, ye ni baby call. This is the case of Ghana classic. Recklessness in management, directors and Kuano, which are on 6.8 million cities, 8.6 million cities. Now, 8.6 million cities, does not include perks. They are just base salary. So, and it comes down to a total spending, one loss of 60 billion cities. It just 60 billion cities could have built a whole new city. 60 billion cities can build. And on top of that, adding insult to injury. They have the nerve to take $250 million, say, earthquake zone. Until we could see a new build. Hey, or we see a new building. 250 million. How do you put $250 million into one building? In the age of artificial intelligence, virtual reality, as I said, will shrink banking system because mostly electronic. Then now call bank CCA as I say, I call into circulation. You don't keep bulk monies at Bank of Ghana. As I said, what circulation? Only Sika ever Bank of Ghana and then the mutilated money, as I said, what shred, what destroy. Right? We see a whole $250 million building in the age of artificial intelligence, virtual reality. As I said, by now, you compress Niama. You use this is painful. You have the nerve. You take a 60 billion CD loss, $6 billion loss, and then you have a freaking nerve to go put $250 million into a new building. Hey, man, listen. Nyafo Monsempa Inti, and then what's it? Say your negative equity in TM position of 55.1 billion cedis. It is a insolvent. Would mean to our naka. And so you new building near Cottenham, $250 million near Cottenham. Listen, this is so painful. Say, we're going to start taking questions, but at what point do we come together and say, listen, enough of this nonsense. It has to stop. Listen, you have to be passionate about this fight, because if you're not passionate about this fight, you won't understand. Ghana is we're not at a crossroads. We are in the path of 100 million ton train coming at 100 miles per hour, and if we don't get out of the tracks, it's just going to smash through us. Because when I get on radio, get on television, and I say, listen, there's absolutely no way this country is going to be able to survive past 2024. Now you understand. With these numbers, we're going to sit there for them to come tell us again next year, say, they've run a loss of, it won't be 60 billion cedis. It will probably be 70 or 80 billion cedis, because we were dumb enough to allow them. So we need to stop this nonsense. And the way we're going to stop it is by you telling your friends, telling your friends and family, for them to tell their friends and family, for us to stop this. Because nobody on the ballot, as we know, wants to stop this, because they pay all these people. And we're the only ones who is running who's genuine. None of them are genuine. Kofi Kranting is the only one, and I'm looking at you and I'm telling you, none of these candidates are genuine. They're all part of the problem. And they're going to come in and they're going to take money and they're going to laugh, bring their champagne, travel, do their travels around the world. It's about time. Listen, our plan is simple. We want to invest $10 billion. We want to put it into agriculture. Agriculture has more than 10 different sectors. It has freight, it has research and development, banking, financial services, real estate, it has nurseries, food storage, just more than 10. Now, yet the youth, men and women, yet they want to share all these sectors. Now, with the output of agriculture, we feed young agro-based industries, and we add value and we add quality. So, and then we export Nyamana, foreign exchange reserves, they cheer down your debt. They are very important, because you see the said then, cheer debt. China because one will do one more than anybody else. It's very simple. Law and order be juma. The Bema police if why you juma say why interrupt IGP. Investigations be as say why now what they smoke out criminals no. What be juma and your president is so of IGP and now appoint director of electoral commission, and I say appoint attorney general, and I say accountant general. They be public service commissioner. We have a national development plan. Actually, where we go in the next 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. We'll be into finance manifesto senior view. So they change the constitution. Say you be criminalize criminality, because they say who we are the Ghana to see that more money or sing jackpot. It is a what down when you be a necessary or ye sikagari, Madam Sikagari dapa. They say baby out the Fabian, Sisi baby out the head, or in Pablo Sikashaho, or in Chima Sikashaho, baby out the Fabia Sikasha them. And this Sisi dapa and the Diapa 19 years and back. Because how do you justify 60 billion cedis ayira? Because they are in on this. MPP and DC, this has been their game. because the NDC buying was a son near ma. Okay, MPP to me, Yanessa. When did they loopholes? I had to say one soon free. Now MPP rate yin free no worry be. MPP kwa well NDC ba no abisum free no one's way you know why rate no walk. Na Ghana for brand the nonsense has got to stop. Na America James Kofi Quantum pet na mayor president capital punishment. What through you? If you cause financial loss to the state, capital punishment is just as simple as that. Capital punishment. So, wrong capital punishment for life. To pay for the crime, they are punished. Yeah, ma, ubia V8. What that V8 more wash your petrol? Yes, yes, I'm cheer petrol. You're not gonna do that. So, sika what the man, shahu, nafa to car, shahu, nafa to petrol, shahu, nafa bobra. Any government never be could you loan, no they are to cast some of them, no they are to see a year say, the more their condition is so for the period I'm away in as mobile mobile to them. My want to say, when you flew. Wow, much a muchre. Now, mote air condition cars muna. I pity as I say, Mudre Magana for no year, Mutoyano, Moon per se boye, Mother Moncoso, the Diana Necessity. Every new Kofi Granting is going to be somebody crazier than Kofi Granting over bar. Na Kosono, on Fanchem, made a catcher no matter. Na Kosono, or in Fanchem, made me mu ba begin pepepe na ubi obeba na adwene mu kan na obeka say hey on the more boni amayi na you're going to pay for it and no na mbe say yes if you can na mwenti because na ekoso me na mkwan ho wa ha mo frɛ na mkwan ho a wɔsɛsɛ sika so ohwɛ maame panyin a anko wabuchiri a wa retire no to hɔ no ɔso abrobe pineapple when it is so. Pineapple no bro bear £100. No, not ordinary. It will be melon. Or some melon or best some melon bear say 7 hours continuous. Old baby no be to be no when you break kakra, bear say 1 minute, 2 hours years in tissue. All day just to make about $25. 25 cents a day. Come on, then this is painful. So, Mammy be on do it here. I'm a Okotu no betona. What a bunch. There's a 10 grandpa. A bear 12 cities. No, no, be also. Be autumn could cut. How? Just say no, did. As I say, say, be a debut or two on men beer. I'm assuming the admin do that. Or into men touch and rate. Because she say, back when you're nice size teaching them 10 cities. No, 5 cities, no. What I say, what they Namne wo here once na kitting. So, until open Namaria, na say 10 cities. 5 cities, then they Centefro will say once no. So, it's name koto beans 20 cities. 20 cities. They say 20 cities na shrink here and shrink. Every week be a shrink. Hey, Ghana. 20 cities can meto 20 cities and lipa to me 3. Meto can meto 7 cities. 7. And 10 cramming to me 7. Not to say me dear me pa. They say meto 20 no crampa and some. Go back. How? How do people live in this country? And so you want for 400 they blow money on also computer hey computer who's anyhow net hearing check we want to go straight to questions so be all bisano feel free come ask questions and let's move forward because it again anybody say it over me until questions be on let's roll in the questions come feel free one mama link and on to be up so live be out to me back also our questions And so need to be some questions. But guys, the monster team fa Kofi Quarantine 2024. Mon fan tumo DP so mon can share mon namfo. Mon young Telegram platforms. There were Telegram platforms ne WhatsApp platforms. Mon joining in. Na mon kind because the time is now. And to me, I'm turning this thing around that we are dead for good. Emmanuel Hammond say I'm appealing the youth kindly support Kofi Quarantine. Thank you, Emmanuel. So, your questions be at Mama Enko na Frankie. Questions be or let's roll the questions out. You Ghanaians really understand the value of money. Everyone say you need so what you say, but sooner or later we're gonna learn the hard way, man. And we better be ready because it's gonna be messy. Who do we have on the line? Talk to me. Who do we have?
Hello.
Hello. Who's
Hi.
this? Roberta.
Yes.
Roberta,
Good
where
afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm at work and my heart is broken, so I just need to say something and run back to work quickly. Yeah.
I understand, Roberta. Go ahead.
Okay. Me pesa me country na yemianom Ghana for Oma Omobetsi Nesesia and then the people that will come back later. I just want to know, say Ghana for do they understand the value of money?
Absolutely. Well,
because I'm working, and in America, every penny counts. Every single penny. I see penny on the ground and I pick it up. I go jogging, running in the street, and I see 25 cents and I pick it on the floor. That's the value of the dollar. And you know, in some okay, just Makuma, like my heart is broken for Ghanaians to extend to say, yeah, do they even understand what is going on? What these people, the havoc that these people are wrecking on them.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Ghana for more pay chance to change Ghana for the better. Miss Remo, these two parties have come, they have failed Ghana. Krisika ye body just a mitisi kanidina miya. Because I work and I know how to make a dollar. How like it's too much. It is outrageous. Zero accountability where you more pay chance. Not only changing things around because Ghana media. God bless you for doing what you're doing. Because if I listen to things like this, I don't think there's a future for Ghana. Because Ghana for no, they're not listening.
Yeah. Well,
they're not listening.
We have
because if this happened in any civilized country, by the time now one will be seeing the people will be in the streets.
Yeah.
People will be in the streets.
Who say people don't know how to react to.
Oh my God. Because nobody in their right mind will hear this and sit down and think it's okay. It's not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Nobody in their right mind to think it's okay. It's never okay. It will never be okay. It's about time that we get up and march in the streets and demand accountability. These people need to go. Both of them needs to go. They need to go like right now.
It's sad, man.
Oh my God. It is sad. My heart is broken this evening, like listening to you. I was just about to like leave because I couldn't hear it anymore. The numbers, it's too much.
Yeah, listen, every experience in Ghana right now is traumatizing. Hospital, you're going to be traumatized. When I'm passing
on the note of that, because I work in healthcare, every single ambulance that take people in New York City, I don't know about other states, they don't even take back the blanket and everything when they bring the people home. They just throw it out. Imagine. Summer in New York City, meet to Westchester, Beshe, your friend is, and buses are free. Buses are free wherever you go, free. This can be done in our country. Oh God.
Because of the heat wave.
Everybody's taking buses free. You know, or show bar, you will pools for people to go pull off. I remember seeing on David TV when you went to Kumasi. Look at the children's park. I can just see about 15 parks just surrounded me. Ghana for Miss Remo, I have to go back to my work. Mama Kofi Granting chance. Please, just give the man a chance. That's all he needs. Let's just say bye-bye to these two parties and give this gentleman a chance to turn Ghana around. Thank you.
Thank you, Roberta. Thank you so much, man. That is Roberta from NYC. Ebusiafo obi wɔ hɔ nom a bio a ɔbɛka biribi a Douglas Kwame say, meanwhile, Egypt is building new Cairo city. And what are we doing with our funds? It's rather going into the pockets of government officials. A lot of people in under 40 years abroad are still seeing party first before Ghana. Well, Douglas, yeah, if you have a plan B in case they mafia you again during the registration, please read this. It's important. Well, listen, Jonas, the MMA kind of said, plan B, it's in your hands. Plan B is in the hands of the youth. I'm say youth need to happen because you don't have control, I don't have control. But say, you to me, ever together, not yet to a 10 million people because you're upset. 1 million, they won't be able to overturn the difference of 3-4 million. No. The only way between guarantee a win, a clear win, will be entering contesting. I say in excess of what's expected. Around 6 million, 7 million. You could 2-3 million above that. So that means that we need all the youth. That's the only way. Don't worry about say Ubibe Mafia at that level. No be entering mafia. So into Yempesi mafia idea, we should go to the polls and we should vote. Until we need all the youth to say enough of this nonsense. Let's go in there and vote. Because yes idea. And you're not to say we must make say Makoto Banchufubi or Niger, me papa start here do Niger. 2024, we are met together near Nyepe, na maybe Matok and Crantier back, Mataso, Maton Crantier, and Matomi Kutuku, me Koto Banchu Niger, Nega Matam baby. Because me, I can't go on like this. So, Nipa ye Kwama woman so if they don't see the need, they say, as I said, woman casa woman life, no, if he say your best Samuel, near bed, ye a yina more. But now, Sadia, then any between I said, a guy won't to force you to say, only be no me, they're commenting on no as a should. Now, or see only dear won't to mean the demon. Let's see what else we have. Another 8 minutes and we are out of here. It's an insult to the youth to spend such huge sums of money while the youth have no job. I am naming one say, Mutifi, we need jobs. Ubiaba. Or the computer, it's a computer, me shine and say, a human who says, you to me degree 1,000 different factories, 1,000, 6 billion. Ah, man, let me listen. There are so many factories we can set up with $6 billion, and I'm going to tell you right now. So, into 6 billion, okay. It's $6 billion. $600 million. Complete phone no crown cobio. Phone enko. It do 600 million and cobio. It do 600 million enko. Mpe 1 more zero menya 6 billion enko. Hey, into 600 million divided by. The infant said, hey, that is 600 million divided by 20,000. See, I'm at 30,000. there you can, even if at 6 million, into United say 300,000. Okay, so we could set up 1,000 companies worth $300,000 each. No, 1,000. No, 2,000 companies worth is it 2,000? Let me do it again because this is it's this not moving to 600 million divided by 2,000. Oh, it's not 2,000. It's 20,000. Listen to this. We could set up 20,000 companies in Ghana worth 300,000 each. That's how much $6 billion could do. $300,000 each. 20,000 companies. Businesses are setting up. Now, how many times now? I mean, listen, Obi Ba me say or pay $60 not the pure water business. 60 cities. We are $300,000. Mpacho mo amfa math, mo amofia mo calculator. So offer $6 billion. There's a 6 plus 9 zeros. Now divided by 20,000 unya saying ubianye. That's how many companies, 20,000 companies are a year worth that amount now ubinyano. You better set it up into 20,000. No, not to say every region will have 1,000, more than 1,000. Hey, Radiusu. Hey, Charlie. Me say opinion math, no. How do you justify using 43 million to clean a lagoon? And she gets away with it. Well, will it even cost 5 million to clean the lagoon? No, it wouldn't. Okay, they say wofa boys. You call not boys in here to my near 1,000 people. 1,000 people. Now, yama womuna pickers ne shovels near here. Let me tell you what I did in New York. What money me with New York, and when you say me, yes, I did. I'll tell you what I did. Now, Ghana, Association of Ghana, there be any association, a friend in Koga, National Council of Ghanaian Associations. Now, one more park summer beer, it costs them between $30,000 to $40,000. Say one more hire a contractor, not or dear cleaning park because we be near difufu, be uni watching na ye honum pasa num near de intina state no a fine Ghana for mess ye copa pa ye hu fi difufu ye honum pasa near de inti afede ye started ban Ghana for mo amunim sa story me boa mo kase me boa inti me call na me call catch National Council for so one fa contract me mame make no na we need cleaning company better than what me aye I'm somebody am farmer me they were all never say yeah farmer they say one say meji ahe I'm say meji $15,000 right also meji $15,000 I'm say yeah just 15,000 less than half the am farmer me make cleaning until 1 year on the mom what do me call out na me hire 10 Mexican boys 10. Now I say mo na one pay per day no na $100. I'm say mo memma mo na $100 each. Me to pizza mamo. Now me talk garbage bags I can see and I'm the ma almost say Moonru Park for 7 a.m. before crank for best start here about 9. Mo me drew ho. Ti me call rent a van. Now me mo be driving here no day for be bar park ho. I'm say obi edu ho pe na mo ate rubber bag ni bi dey mo dey amano say if you be a no fagu bag no obi obedu obi a no mate rubber bag me to bundle $100 na wo mo chiche man for families wo ma bo patanya eche ma wo nti obi a ye fia no de gu bag obi a ye fia na boys 10 wo mo call round bag ni ye ma pe no ma change na bibi to from pe no ma fa at the end of the day ne fini park no so and it paid me my $15,000 nti nkofo ne say How did this guy do this? Simple. Monsieur Obio Nim said he should work Ghana in New York. No, me boa on Mecca me boa. National Council of Ghanaian Associations. I did it. The next year, I'm here. View. No, I'm saying no. I pay into for contractor man because it's too simple. And then they took the contract away from me and they did it themselves. So 2 times I did it for them. So, but this is how simple it was. Simple stuff. They said me boa ubia what's in New York or name about National Council of Ghanaian Association. And said this is what we frequented. So, but it was simple. So, but this is the moment to say compute Ghana, you pay 100 and but me and Yamma wouldn't be because the logo crown it costs a couple of $1 million. Listen, you could there are so many people almost yet contractors work, your friends saying internet so or India will say you could give them a contract or pay it. Now Ubetia a logo. I told you how $10, $15, no logo, obey logo no come out. Mutia a couple of millions for a logo, I'm going to say planting for food. So one of these damn social aid. These guys don't have the mental capacity. Douglas say, how do you justify you? Well, yeah. Okay, so how do you justify $43 million to clean a lagoon? Who do we have? Doug.
Yeah,
Doug.
Kofi way Douglas. Yeah.
That's the same boss.
Nyame adom na way.
Unia said, well, no. Yet ye did here. Perhaps Ghana said ye did here. Now, just say, me, dear one, me, tiasia. Charlie, you've Munya Waldo.
So, Kofi, this brings it to me worries, right? So, it looks like we are fighting for the youth in Ghana, right? Yeah, in Ghana. But I'm going to say, Nyame adom ye timi akopie, you know, a developed world or a developed country, kusku kakra, juman kakra. But youth no more Ghana no. Okay, they don't seem to understand or they don't even want to fight for the country. Like, okay, MPP ni this year did do to the point say, they don't even want to listen. Oh, to say me call Ghana. Would you imagine say anybody that I spoke to was like they are not thinking about so betwaba. Na ne ekoso Ghana kronum na aban pan for mu disika sika obewi sika kesi we see near sia there will be no investigation, nothing. Na asem na yaya na or ma brushing it off. Na it just goes. Nobody says anything. Nobody goes to jail. It's one of the
flabbergasted just as much as you are because me who dear main view. I wish say me ko kind verse be in the Quran and now me ko kind Bible verse be a mom betia and come in be why it makes me a year for Ghana youth to say one more beti me desperation say it's gonna get so bad and me Doug mo just said ya mo wa breach.
Oh yeah.
No, the mobile say mobile customer Ghana view.
No, and the anything can say Magana BM. Oh, here they are, but to say trying to find a solution to like all the issues going on in the country, you know. To say me see, right? I was able to find few investors. They wanted to come to Ghana, say be almost one district, one factory, right? They had some money. We wanted to go to the what do you call it? Minister, minister was your person or president if Alan Chairman in the office. We were trying to get them so we can get on board of like one district, one factory. It was more like we were not party card bearing members in T. They won't listen to us. They went back because they were not coming to Ghana to sell Babe SI politics. Fina, you know, you have to pay something to sell Babe the development about Cronum. You have to pay money to be able to do it. Now, economy. They went back.
I've gone through that before. Maybe I brought by a tolling system. One many masses are Ghana. Now I brought before you say Yamayen more. So it's not at all surprised that sad one year because they want to frustrate because be a person we be paying for an empty so because
Yeah.
Under turbulence of Nyoma Enko Yeno Womu DBSika. And he said,
Yeah, of course.
Now, over say woman show. And
Yeah.
so, woman sorry, woman who said no, as I say, yeah, cousin no, yeah, and Pesa Dewey. Woman swap, one woman can't, yeah, woman who the urgency of the situation in tea, woman to, but the able to me, I said, ye pushiana, ye, yammy, you may be a nice woman, tea, see, yeah, you, Minia.
Yeah. No, you said something with like even Saglamer, right? Look at how much money we've pumped into this project, right? Now the project is sitting there. Yes, you got from a private investor. Private investor to do what? In the state, what's about buying what's no 7 years, 7 good years, or last year, so it's more than likely that you probably go into a position. Or start another project from scratch, like Pukiasi. So if another government comes to power, by the time they come, the money is all gone. Or money is getting and there will be no way to even trace this money. Where the money went, nobody will go to jail. Why you me aba jida aba? It's like everything comes and yatutuno man acronyms, right? We give it and we just sing Ghana for the tonium and then nobody goes to jail. You know, like America, as you look at what's going on with like Trump and even Biden. We president Krano Ghana na ye the bibia to also be president and now be a buying penny bia now a like let's say you are done being like a president or whatever position nobody can take you to court. Like but then they can do whatever they want. No future, nothing. Kufuado is like in his 80s. Oh no, right now he doesn't even care. And man, everybody's like, they got all the money they want for more grandchildren. Two now, I say BSC now defending MPP, now defending NDC. Oh, they don't really care about you. One thing I'll say, right, to say, I'm not trying to do MPP NDC politics, I see, right, but this will be to say Ibrahim Mahama. I didn't even know anything about this guy. Need you be president, all of a sudden the guy is a millionaire. Where did he get all that money from? But could be said because you be a poor, you didn't look for the source of the poverty. You're very rich now. You are looking, but where did the guy get all the money from? Suddenly, he's one of the richest dudes in Ghana.
In Ghana, for the most part, this was a clear path to say you
Yeah. They try to clean their money by going to the real estate sector, normal building houses. Via America, you buy for like really cheap. They build these construction management, right? We may me who feel Ghana almost if you were $500,000. I look at the house and I'm like, you are kidding me, right? It would even cost you $50,000 to build this house. They find ways to clean their money because on another person who's not being invested now then the money is clean.
This is what they do. But listen, the every day for thief, one day for master.
For the master, yeah. It's mind-boggling. Like you wanna utioya. No youth. They should money. Not like my dream. They should see what is going on. Maybe free sunyai, right? Me free sunyai. Since me free sunyai like 20 something years, right? Me free Ghana. I was very young. Me free Ghana 20 something years. Yes, I went there. There is no development. There is no development, and the people sit there and watch. There is no development. The only development you see in a region and I see in Sunyani are all done by private individuals or more being invested. The government does nothing. Then we have ministers and we have minister for employment and they are all from there. They are not doing anything for the region, and yet people keep voting for the. I'm like, these people, and then some are educated and only they talk like someone who's not even educated. They don't even know their left from their right. It's very sad. Not say if you're show when you come home, I'm always on there, right? When I see people who are like in the UK or in the US, no more defending MPP and DC, I'm sure I'm like these people who UK and not US, Senkasani politics or Ghana. Will be this kind of scot free. Nothing is done to them. Or in full jail, MPP bar, scratch my back, I scratch your back. They do that, and they've been doing it in this fourth republic, which has not helped Ghana. And I keep saying, so we don't even understand what democracy is. You know, we don't understand. All we know is tolerance. We tolerate people. Aside that, we don't even know. Say democracy, kabima min kabi. You know, uko kabi biane acho. They don't. Uko kabi biane say you think you know it all. I don't know it all, but I've seen it all. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, they will blame you. Say, oh, you
Yes,
too know.
you too know. You think you know everything. But the old system now, team, no, system is better than the old team. And I'm trying to tell you, say, you are being oppressed by the people who are supposed to be working for you, and they don't understand this. It's sad.
This is what we're up against. But anyhow, listen, thanks for calling in.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's fight on.
Yeah.
Let's
Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Yeah. We all support you. Me right now, I'll try as much as I can to get at least 20 people to vote for you. You know, my family members. So open secure free. Hold on. Not say you don't know. Say you vote for Kofi Cranton. Me no, you can't ask me for money again. We were not voting for NPP and DC and asking me for money. So that's how it's going. See, yeah, thanks, and keep the hope up. You know, we are all behind you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. Ghana youth, Mate, Inti, man, sorry. Yeah, they beat me and say, what are you doing to team up with Mr. Udike and other independent candidates who have similar ideas as yours? You need a team to defeat these two evil giant parties. Well, Udike called me when, and then Friday, Udike called me 2 days ago, I think. We're meeting next week, but we're gonna work together. So we're gonna work together. We're meeting for lunch next week, and he's refining his deal. I'm refining my deal, and at some point we're gonna come together. So many udikedia problem here in Nipo. Yeah, as I said, me can't be I said, Momo watch it out and the same. Um, uh, there are some political parties and independent candidates won't not in that baby. What do I say? They are hoping that we would work with them. Say that what the end Jessica they abide into taking positions with NDC and NPP, and that's what I don't want to do. I will never do that. I promise you, I'll never do that. Inti, as I said, nipa hwɛ ho so yie na ɔnkɔfa obiara ne ultimate objective no ne sɛ ɔbɛ move yɛn to ɔbɛ undermine yɛn process no na yɛbɛkɔ akɔdi NDC and NPP because that's what they do. Wɔn akɔdi sika nti na yɛreplay no sɛne yɛreplay no nti ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a Kofi Korankye mpɛ sɛ ɔne other political parties and I say independent candidates merge there be, but there's always a danger say wɔbɛka ho pɛ no wɔ undermine no because one allegiance no yɛ to NDC and NPP nti monte ase ma yɛn saa sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ Kofi Korankye no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ biribiara by himself there be yɛwɔ team no New Vision Movement wɔrebɔ ho mmɔden wɔyɛ nneɛma ɛsɛ sɛ wɔyɛ nti yɛredevelop yɛrebuild wɔyɛ grassroots well I don't know here but say sorry I say because you say you get ye out NDC NPP out you're so desperate with that you go into you be able to join it it's not a smart thing to do. Tracy Manson sa pepe what you see sa inti Abdul Rahim Ghana need to change also no I now what can actually go for now for what say Charles Chaplin there are a lot of people living abroad who are Western people at home. That's very true. Well, because na Akobana said, they were sponsored to go abroad by corrupt parties until they feel some allegiance, loyalty to them. Well, but when him said, in my Ghana. I didn't to build a Ghana, not Ghana, and yet a first world country. Now, in all over the world, Ghana for all over the world, and move back to Ghana. I didn't to yes, and I did the end, extract Nipa Ghana for abroad. That's So our system will never make Ghana built to be a first world. No, because you drain of young most precious stock. Most people are not planning on coming back. See, how do we build at home? We can't. We don't have what it takes to build at home. So guys are brain drain now. And it's gonna get worse because at $100 billion of debt, it's not coming in through any. Young subscribe to Kofi Quarantine campaign donation, $10 a month. $10 a month. More subscribe. Or and run so do phone betcha so. Now we'll bet screenshot a QR code in there also. It will take you to a payment offending a double payment so ebema 33 cents a day. That's all. Bibi any abuchi between talk with 33 cents a day. Bibi any abuchi, but say who use subscription QR code here, which me my boa with the Duma and the grassroots with $10 a month, 33 cents a day. Into mumwa na yenye say maybe nenko with the massive papa. Now mun share with the full friends and family. So no more with $10 a month, 33 cents a day. That's all you need to do. We want to get it to 10,000 people giving us $10 a day. Now, yeah, they are and grassroots work. So, the goal is to get to 10,000 people by December. And we got a lot of work to do. Someone share with people now. For muna mom and family phone and clicks ID. What the click here, I'm to share my microphone. So now we are not young donation, normal $10 a month. A very simple process. 2 clicks. Now we do module. Now we're at 33 cents a day. Now into me in a message because we need to get our message out there to people. Ubia can in without a doubt, they agreed said the is phenomenal. But we need to get our message out to the people. Getting the message out to people is what's most important. Because the amount of stealing, like just broad daylight heists. Ubia de nsa bɔ Ghana sika mu wia. Ɛma wɔn akora sɛ Ghana in collapse by now because the amount of money that's been taken out of Ghana, Ghana should have collapsed by now. But that just tells you how much how much money is in Ghana. Sanki yenya nkɔfo ne ɛtena se ne ɛplane ne yia. Ɛbɛyɛ mo a mo scan no mo nkɔ so scan. Yehu sɛ more scan nti mo nkɔ so scan yɛde mo ase. Mo scan. Na mumwaye with $10 a month, 33 cents a day. Nti mo scan the QR code no. Then from payment module no na mumwaye. This is all hands on deck. The least you could do is help us with 33 cents a day. You may not be able to come to Ghana anytime soon, but you can surely help us with 33 cents a day to help us reach out to the grassroots and empower the grassroots with all the equipment that they need, the flyers, the banners, the motorbikes that they need to get from one village to the next, into Mumwai. And sometimes to get this water. Oh yeah, Jumana no brano out to meet by the Coca-Cola Bino and so they are in how far. What's your butchery? When you did in your home, woman 5 cities in order to meet by the beer. And yet bad. Mumwa Ghana, Ghana, Sisi, getting a fights, it's tough. Say, even to me, I sustain that grassroots movement. It's getting bigger by the day, so we need help. It's most can now, Mumwa. Now, who do we have? Kweku. Let's hear from Kweku. Hey, Kweku. I can't hear you. Who speaker you off? Activate two speaker. Who speaker you off, Kweku? Kweku Abaso share with us. Let me see the speaker off. And the speaker know you're off still. Oh, the speaker off. Just click on what screen no. Now settings. Nako audio. Na Kweku Besan Bam say me speaker near off. Mo amoreba no. Mo check mo settings and sana said I'm mobile. Two previous speakers said by no, they were clear, they went right into it. We didn't have a challenge with one audio. It's more about the settings, allows for you to come in and get talking the moment you get into our system. In 10 minutes, for real, we extended it another half hour into 9 minutes. We're gonna go. Kweku's back. Kweku, can you hear me? Oh, Kweku Mentokaso. Kweku, I can see you. You are clear as day, but I can't hear you. So I know your speaker is off. Let's see the rest of the text, the rest of the messages. Mr. KK, these two criminal cartels should be punished for the corruption they have committed to Ghana youth. Absolutely, without a doubt. That goes without saying. You guys know we're gonna take care of these guys. I can promise you. Please scan. I will come to Ghana and vote for you, Kofi, who's joining me. I'm sure a lot of people will be coming. But before you even get here, tell your friends and family members what Ghana. Namu Moyen, mon use yang QR code Namu Moyen with $10 a day, $10 a month, $10 a day, $10 a month, 33 cents a day. Mon scan, mon scan, Namu Moyen. Yadamase. Thank you so much for scanning. We appreciate you for scanning the QR code and making a payment to what we're doing. We thank you so much. Mon scan, na mon fa emma other people, so no one scan, no one fa more 33 cents a day, because that's what's going to do the job you are not going to be able to come here to do. Well, everything actually, and this is the other place Ghana physical, and then it be one of between a boy, one of my boy and I did who do we have? Stephen. Hey, Stephen, Stephen Mento Casano. Check your speakers, your audio settings. Stephen, check your audio. Oh man, what's going on? The first two came in. Stephen, your settings. Okay, we have about 6 minutes to go. Scan one, scan all. 33 cents a day, that's all you have to do. Scan one, scan all. Let's push it out there. Let's get everybody on board. Help us, help us, help us. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. We have another 6 minutes to go about. Let's see the comments. Let's see what comments we have. Good evening, Mr. Franting, Frank Ansa. Hey, Frankie, how you doing? Good to have you on the call. Here we go. Noble got it. Noble. Can you hear me, Noble? Noble, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. Noble, can you hear me? Noble. Okay, so now we get people on the call. Yeah, to Wonka. Oh, okay. Another 5 minutes to go. Scan one, scan all, $10 a day. Please give access to your mic when joining the show. Give access to your mic when joining the show. You're not giving access to your mic when joining. Intina AASR, inti. Mumma access to my mic. Why? Mubehu mic icon. No. Click on the mic icon and activate the mic. Give access. Send a young system will be take control. Yes, we have a little over. Kufia Samoa, please can you put the scan on the on WhatsApp group thing so that we can scan it too, because I'm using my phone to watch. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense, right? Okay, so for people who are using their phone to watch, okay. So totally didn't think about that, but that's good because we have. It's so bad. Me from my MacBook into me to be out here from net laptop. Into apologies for that. Be here from my phones. Into what we're gonna do is, Frankie, if we could push the link and the QR code out to everybody on the call or to the streams, so that people are able to utilize the link because they're not able to take pictures of the QR code if they're using their phones to watch. We can take care of that for you. Kofi, your great suggestion. Thank you so much. Link to the donation website is in the comment section. Okay, so more link to the donation module no is in the comment section. Into more comment section now, mobile link or link to say QR code now until you just activate the link and it will take you where the QR code will take you. So thank you so much. We got 3 minutes to go. Do we have any more comments before we sign out? 3 minutes to go. Yeah, listen, it's time for Ghana youth to wake up now. This is it. Who do we have? Stephen, you back? Stephen, can you hear me? Have you given access to your mic? I cannot hear you, Stephen. I cannot hear you. Give access to your mic. Go to your settings and give access. It's always good to hear from you, Stephen. Mayade. Stephen, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm looking at you. Can you hear me? Give access to your mic. We have another 2 minutes to go. Hello? You haven't given access to your mic, Stephen. Technology, yeah. But yeah, that must say anyhow. Stephen, you haven't given access to your mic. KK, please, have you heard from Akufo-Addo is finally about to tax betting and lottery? What did betting in the buy no name with it? What did betting in the buy? And now boys say, well, they say a lot of companies set up in Ghana to use the betting companies. Namunis will be bet. What that one or the market sheep to the slaughter. Now one bet. They say the BRE is just to tax. Sika is to be niho. Untina, I made say listen. Me say I don't think about NDC and PP anymore. Yeah, I say, how do we get the youth to get all geared up for 2024? Because nothing of what the NPP and DC will do will make sense to me. It doesn't. They've already crossed the bar. So, I'm done. So, Frankie, we're going to call it a day. We got another 10 seconds to go. But listen, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time being here with you. This, as always, has been your steadfast advocate for outstanding leadership, Kofi Granting. Signing off. God bless our homeland, Ghana. We will see you soon. Thank you so much for joining us. we'll see you. We'll see you again very, very soon. Monday, TikTok. So get ready for TikTok. Okay. We're gonna be TikTok, so get ready for it. And we're gonna make it happen big time. So so Frank, you can take it away. We're done for the evening.
Oh Ghana, oh my Ghana, my country Ghana, my motherland Ghana, Ghana. Is this the country our forefathers shared their blood for? Is this the Gold Coast, now Ghana, our warriors leaders fought for? It's a question to all of us. Oh, my home Ghana, my motherland Ghana is moving backwards. No jobs in the country. Children are dying on the street. No homes for the less privileged. Poverty is killing us all. Kofi Cranton, a brave leader Kofi Cranton. Come and save Ghana. Ladies are calling you. Men are calling you. Old men are calling you. And youths are calling you. Kofi, a visionary leader Kofi Cranton. Come and save Ghana. Central region is calling you. Greater Accra region is calling you. Eastern region is calling you. Western region is calling you. Quarter region is calling you. Oti region is calling you. Kofi Cranton, a visionary leader Kofi Cranton. Come and save Ghana. Ahafo region is calling you. Ashanti region is calling you. Bono region is calling you. Bono East region is calling you. Western North region is calling you. Savannah region is calling you. Kofi, a wise leader Kofi Cranton. Come and save Ghana. Northern region is calling you. Upper West region is calling you. Upper East region is calling you. Kofi, a brave leader Kofi Cranton, a visionary leader Kofi Cranton, a wise leader Kofi Cranton. Come and save Ghana. Adrias, Mofraina, Yutina, Nagana Fuina, Mofrana for Daddy Cranton, bra, and Mama Freya Dachin, I have faith.
Tim's made it.
What
Ghana. Asante fu refrain, Hausa fu refrain, Ekapem fu